2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it will be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 85 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor. That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. play action. Here's Dart. And got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 56 yards. Throwing his Dart. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Giants in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now he'll tuck this and run. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Something taken from me. Here we go.
To the air once more is Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They go play action with Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing. Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
First down.
First down, here's Scalabrine. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, they're playbook.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a third and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now Jackson will try and do this himself. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Baltimore
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw is Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Let's go now.
Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Dylan Sampson. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away, it's a touchdown. The Bears improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Bryce Young. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Panthers trying to avoid a 1-5 start. They have the lead here at the half. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Patrick Mahomes. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Chiefs lead by a field goal at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Dart going to look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here's Dart. He'll try and do this himself.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Scatterbury. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Giants first down. First down at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To the air, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw now, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run here with Scatterbury. And boy,
was very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Scatteroo. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Here we go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 2nd down, goal to go. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go, sack.
On 4th down, here's Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 16-14, just over a minute 40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. That is caught, Bateman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now they'll change things up. Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
At the 35-yard
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch made by Slayton. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.